Beautiful. All right. Uh, Folks, we have essentially what is going to amount to a playoff game here at
Yeah.
Autzen Stadium that is going to be happening this Saturday at 3:30 p.m. That's going to be Eastern Standard Time. The weather that we are looking at in Eugene, Oregon is going to be 49 degrees on CBS. And because of the YouTube TV thing finally being done, everybody can watch this game, thankfully. So, Kev, one thing that I want to talk about that I noticed when I looked at this quarterback matchup that I think is something that people really need to be talking about is how you got a quarterback on one side of the ball who is, or one side of the ball, on
Both
one
sides of
side of the field, right? Yeah, one side of the field, who is a gunslinger, and that is in Jaden Mayava. That guy has some pretty impressive stats when it comes to his overall yardage. He's got 2868. That puts him at number 10. And then he's also got yards per attempt at 9.5, puts him at number 2 in the country. Now let's talk about our friend, Mr. Dante Moore.
the
He's not a gunslinger, but he is a sniper. Kev is preoccupied. So his touchdown percentage and passes is 8.3%. That puts him at 6. He's also got a completion percentage of 72.8%, putting him at number 4. So we really are going to see like a very different quarterback plays that both seem to be working so far this season in terms of relative, like just how well their seasons are going. But Kev, from a high level, what do you got on this one?
and it so I guess from a very high level, if you take a step back, these are two teams that recently went into Kinnick Stadium, played in the rain, and eked out a win against Iowa. Um, and I think a team can only be better after that. You know, you see how Indiana how they've thrived after they passed that test. And so it is kind of like Oregon played Iowa 2 weeks ago. USC, they played Iowa
Last
last
week.
week. I think
Yep.
they relied on. I think they had to score something like 21 straight, not 21, but like 18 or 17
Yeah,
straight points to get it.
it was Makai Lemon coming alive that
Yeah.
time. Yeah.
And that only can build the confidence. So like if I had to go momentum, and Oregon did have a good win against Minnesota last week. You know, it was close in the first half and they pulled away like a good team should do. And Minnesota is not a bad team. I think they're like 6-4 right now. So that was an impressive win for Oregon
It was.
yeah, winning, I think by at least 3 scores. So but with that said, USC with the comeback against Iowa, ranked game. Now they're traveling into Oregon. Their only loss in the Big 12 their only loss in the Big 12 was to Illinois on the road by like 2 points, a game they were winning. So like I do think USC has the momentum. Now with that said, the stats do cause some concerns.
Yeah.
USC, they're number 1 in the country in yards per pass play, 7.3. However, Oregon is number 2 in the country at opponents' yards per pass play, only 3.9. Um,
That's gonna be fun. I gotta step in. It's gonna be so fun to watch Makai Lemon with the matchup on their pass coverage. I noted that too because they got an elite like passing game on the
yeah,
one side with USC, and the pass coverage with Oregon is also immaculate. So that's gonna be a fun matchup to watch.
it is going to, and I know you have made fun of me in the past when I've said it will be important for USC to score early. It will be important for USC to score early because another stat, Oregon is number 1 in the country at yards per rush, 6.3
Yep.
yards per carry. USC 77 in the country defending the rush per play. So if USC makes a few mistakes, and I'm thinking back to that Texas Tech BYU game, you know, USC muffs a punt, Oregon gets up to a 2-score lead. I see them being pretty capable of just pounding it out on the ground and keeping USC within a 2-score reach the entire game. So I think it will be, and it's no, you know, this is not a late breaking, like super insightful prediction, but the team on the road, especially in an environment like Oregon Stadium, they need to keep it competitive close. They don't need to knock them out right away, but like they need to be fighting and earn that respect. It's like in a prize fight. You know, you need to earn the respect of your opponent, especially when it's a team like Oregon with so many weapons, with a quarterback like Dante Moore, with a home crowd advantage, like they do have in Eugene. So that's kind of my take. USC's got to come out fast. And hey, I think this is more of a gut pick that I think they will, but
Mm,
this is also just kind of me, I went back and forth, flipped a coin. The one thing I do feel confident about though is the under. So these two
okay.
teams have played a combined 14 conference games. All right, only 3 of them have gone over 59 points. So 11 out of the 14 games they've played have been less than 59 points. I think
Okay.
if anything, this is a handicap because I could see a scenario where this is Oregon winning 35-10. So I was dead wrong on the spread, but I was right on the over. Yeah.
Yep. I like that. Kev, transitive property time.
Yes.
USC beat Iowa 26-21. Oregon beat them by 2 points, 18-16. USC is clearly the better team in terms of transitive property. I don't want to say that as a blanket statement. Excuse me. Um, I think that this is a lot of points for USC to fall under when they're playing a lot of competitive games, like especially against ranked opponents. And that's why I know for a fact that Oregon is going to cover the spread and we're going to go over here. Yeah, that's all I could say, really. I
I'll
think
cons- I'll
my,
cons- Sorry, keep going.
nah,
I
you
know.
you tell me.
I got it. I'm so sorry. I interrupt you way too many times. But
No, you don't.
when
Hey,
when
hey,
we
it's
pick
okay. You have things to say, Kev.
when we
You have
pick
things to say.
against each other, if I pick the underdog, I'm gonna be right 9 out of 15 times. So
Then you're welcome.
slight odds. All right.
All right, wait, no, hold on. Um, because we are smushing these videos down this week, everybody, I'll be uploading them Friday morning. We're gonna post the individual videos. Again, thank you all. If you are still watching, we appreciate everybody who tunes in. Please like and subscribe if you want to hear more content from us. And even going into the basketball season, please feel free to comment whatever teams you want us to cover. Me and Kev love doing this for free, and we're going to continue to do it for free.
Yes,
All right.
and we're still trying to figure out how we're gonna structure the basketball video. So if you'd like to see
We'll
it in a
figure out.
certain way, put that in the
Yeah.
comments. Say, hey, we'd like you to do a rapid fire pick 20 games, or say we
We
just
draw the line at
yeah.
full frontal nudity. We draw the line there.
f- um
Okay.
yeah, I do as
Next
well.
game.
Yes. Okay.
All right.